Pressure has a way of making bad options look final. The room tightens. The deadline nears. Two choices appear, both costly, and your mind starts moving inside them as if they were the only doors available. That is how people get trapped. One of the cleanest ways pressure distorts judgment is by presenting a false choice. This is not always dramatic. Sometimes it sounds ordinary. Answer now or lose the chance. Agree to this or prove you are difficult. Accept the terms or create a problem. The force is rarely in the wording alone. It is in the narrowing. The frame compresses the situation until your attention stays fixed on the offered options. That matters because pressure reduces perception first. Before it breaks composure, it shrinks the field. Once that happens, even intelligent people start choosing between bad outcomes as if selection itself were strength. But refusing a false choice does not mean refusing decisions. It means refusing to think inside a frame you did not examine. There may be a third option, a delayed option, a conditional option, or a better question altogether. The key is to notice when urgency is being used to make constraint look like reality. Pressure becomes dangerous when you confuse the presented map with the actual terrain. Imagine a conversation where someone says, "We need an answer right now. Either you agree or we move forward without you." That sounds clean. It sounds decisive. Under strain, it can even sound fair. But look closer. What has happened? The frame has been set before the thinking has begun. You are being pushed to choose between compliance and exclusion, as if those were the only available outcomes. The speed is doing part of the work. So is the implied consequence. Most people respond inside the trap. They justify, defend, explain, or rush to soften the damage. In doing that, they quietly accept the premise. The trap is in the framing. Once you see that, your job changes. You are no longer trying to pick the least painful option. You are trying to recover the missing space. Sometimes that means asking what exactly requires urgency. Sometimes it means naming what has been assumed. Sometimes it means declining to answer until the frame is widened. Pressure does not always need courage first. Often it needs structure. When the room narrows, clarity begins by refusing to inherit someone else's limits. Whenever a choice feels tight, immediate, or strangely binary, stop and test the frame. Ask one question before responding. What option is missing? Find the missing option. You do not need a speech. You need a pause long enough to see whether the choice is real, conditional, delayed, or manufactured. Under pressure, the first loss is often not control. It is perspective. Recover that, and bad choices stop looking inevitable. The room may still be tight, but it no longer owns your thinking. That's the principle. Now go practice.